Hey guys, I'm Becky from Bookmarks Reviews, and today I'll be showing the books that I will hopefully be reading in June. On today's TBR, I have 10 books, and that is still too many to have on TBRs, but after this month, I plan to reduce them down to no more than hopefully 7. We'll see how it goes. I don't know, but I already expect that I probably will not read all these books, but you never know, so let's go ahead and get started. First up, I have Dreams of Gods and Monsters by Laini Taylor. This is the third and final book in the Daughter of Smoke and Bone series, which I'm reading for the Daughter of Smoke and Bone readathon, and I am so very excited, but also nervous about this. The first book I found to be okay. I gave it 4 stars. The second book was amazing, and I gave it 5 stars. So to see how they're going to wrap up everything in this one final book, I'm very curious about. I have no idea how it's going to go. And it is pretty big. The font is a little bit smaller than the first 2, and it's also an extra 100 pages than the last one. This is the first book that I have to pick up this month, as the live show is happening the second weekend of June, which means I have to pick this guy up right away. The next one is this month's pick for my book club that I run, and I forgot to grab my copy from work, but it is The Bells by Dhonielle Clayton. I am so excited to finally pick this up. I cannot wait. Our main character is African American, which I'm super excited about, as I have been trying to read more diverse books, so very excited about that. But what I'm most excited about is that this is a fantasy book set in a world called Orleans, where people are born gray, and there are these magical beings called the Bells that can make people beautiful. And our main character is trying to be the Belle for the royal court, but she finds out that there are a bunch of secrets behind the royals and that her powers can do a whole lot more than just make people beautiful. And I'm pretty sure that there is a love interest that is like not that great for you, and like all kinds of like struggles on like who she should be and what she should do. So I'm really excited about it. I cannot wait to start it, and I can't wait to see what my book club members think about it. To continue my reading of the Harry Potter books for the first time, this month I will be picking up Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince by J.K. Rowling. I'm excited because this one is shorter than the last one, but I've been enjoying them so very much. I can't wait to pick this one up. This is the one that I never really fully remember what it's about and what happens, but yes, we will be picking up this one next. I don't foresee me having to stretch this into next month like I have to do with Order of the Phoenix. That one did take me a little bit longer, so I am finishing it up at the beginning of this month. But this one I should be able to finish no problem, hopefully. I say that and then watch. But very excited to keep going with the series. I'm just loving it so much. It's so magical, and I can't wait to continue on. Next up is a new adult book, which I'm reading for the Books with Friends book club, which is run by Books with Chloe and Common Spence, and that is Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. I don't know a whole lot about this book, but I do know that it just released last month. There's been a whole lot of buzz about it. It is supposed to be very, very good, and I know that it features a male-male romance, and I believe that our main characters are the son of the president, which the president is his mother, which is so cool. And the other character, the love interest, is a royal prince from England, I believe. So I'm super excited about it. It sounds so up my alley. I cannot wait to start it, and I hope it is as good as everyone says, because I have some pretty high expectations for this book. I do not have it on hand right now because I'm on hold at the library, which I am not that high on the list, but not that low, so I should still hopefully get it in time, but we will see. So excited about it. Cannot wait to start it. The next one, you guys all know what it's about, so I won't go that long into it, but I'm sure you're very excited for me to read it, and that is The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. Yes, I have not read this book yet. I am finally going to this month. I cannot wait. I think I'm going to like it, but at the same time, books with fairies is a little bit hit or miss for me. I think this one I'm going to end up enjoying because I don't really like the whole pretty, romancy, they're so great kind of fairies. I like dark fairies, so I think I'm going to end up liking it. Everybody else has, so we will see how it goes, and I'm just really excited to try it. I'm now like really looking at this cover and like, that is like crazy beautiful. I did not know that the crown and the branches was like metallic, and the bug and the outline of the letters, really pretty. If I end up liking this, I'm gonna have to buy this. So yeah, pretty excited, and we'll see how it goes. The next book is one that I requested from Edelweiss quite some time ago, and that is The Beholder by Anna Bright. I have honestly heard some mixed reviews about this book, so I'm not as excited as I was, but I think I'm still going to end up liking it. This book has been compared to The Selection by Kira Cass, which is one of my like all-time favorite books. I absolutely love that series. So I do think that I'm going to end up liking it, but we will find out together. This book is about a girl who is the heir of her kingdom. I think it's a kingdom, but she is the heir, and she is at the age where it is time to be betrothed. So she wants to marry her best friend, but he publicly rejects her, and her stepmom comes up with a scheme that she should get on a boat and sail off into the world and find a husband, and she can either come back married or not come back at all. So it sounds interesting. It sounds like we should hopefully have quite a few love interests to meet, but I have a feeling that what's going to end up happening is kind of like what always happens, except for in the Selection, at least the original Selection series, which is that there's gonna be like some unlikely guy who's not rich and is like on the boat with her. I feel like something like that's gonna end up happening. No one has like hinted at that, but I just have this feeling that it's gonna be one of those tropes of like the underdog wins. And I do like that. Like, I'm having like this like conflict with myself of, if that ends up happening, hopefully it's just done well enough where I actually really like him and I'm rooting for him. But it's just kind of like obvious. So I don't really want it to be like that. I hope there's like this really good love triangle, because I love triangles. So we're gonna find out. I hope that I can get to it this month. Next up is another one that you guys know everything about, and I'm sure I'm the last person to finally read it, and that is Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. Now, I have said before that I do not plan on reading the Grishaverse, which this is technically in the Grishaverse. It's a spin-off of the original, I think it's Smoke and Bone series, but I do not plan on reading the first 3 books in the series. I plan on reading Six of Crows and seeing how it goes, because I originally was not interested in these books at all, and then I saw Books with Chloe read it, and I watched some of her reading vlog of it, and I also watched Cindy's vlog of reading it, and they both really enjoyed it, and they both have different tastes. So this sparked my interest to go ahead and try it out, even though I don't have that high of hopes, but I heard that the romance is really good in this book, and that is what has convinced me to go ahead and try it out. So we're gonna see. I still don't plan on reading the original books. I don't think that you have to. I think it just like makes things more clear, but I've heard some not so great things about those books, so I just really don't want to read them. And we will see if I continue on after this book, but I am gonna give it a try. I have wanted to read it because the cover is beautiful, sprayed edges are beautiful. The whole heist thing just doesn't interest me, but we're gonna see how it goes together. Next up is another book that I requested for review from Edelweiss, and that is Teen Titans Raven by Amie Garcia. Now, I have previously read 2 other DC graphic novel remakes, which I did Under the Moon by Lauren Miracle, which was a Catwoman remake, and Mara Tidebreaker by Danielle Page, which was a Aquaman retelling, and I didn't like them. I said that I wasn't going to read any more, but I realized that I did request this one some time ago. So we're going to go ahead and do it. It's going to be the last one. I do have higher expectations for this one because it's written by Amie Garcia. I do really like her, and her writing is really good. We're going to see. We're going to see how it goes. I don't know how much freedom the authors had when writing these. And like I've said for the other 2, they really are geared towards current fans and not new fans. So we'll see how it goes. I won't hold anything against Amie Garcia if it's not good. I don't hold anything against the other 2 because I have read other books by them and they are good. I think it's just the series that's not that great. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and do this one because I already have it. And that's going to be that. Next up is a book that I really truly planned on never reading, and I am still pretty weary of it, but a lot of you have told me to go ahead and try it, and that is Illuminae by Amie Kaufman and Kristoff. Now, I am not into sci-fi whatsoever, and that is what has always convinced me that I'm not going to ever pick up this book. But a lot of people have said that it's really, really good. The fact that it uses mixed media and does like texting as well as like journaling and reports and graphic novels mixed in with prose. Like, it's a really cool experience both to physically read and to listen to it on audiobook. And I've heard that you should just try it because 9 times out of 10 people end up loving it. So I'm going to go ahead and listen to the audiobook while physically reading it to get the whole entire experience, and we'll see how it goes. I have found that for genres that I normally don't gravitate towards, I end up not being that upset when listening to it on audio, so this might end up working out. The only thing that like is really kind of giving me bad vibes is that I've heard negative things about book 2. I've heard book 3 is pretty good, but I heard book 2 just like really takes a dive and really has that book 2 slump. So we're gonna see, but I don't have high expectations because everything interests me except for the whole like being taken over by aliens kind of bit thing, but we'll see. And finally, the 10th book in this TBR is To Be Determined, as it is my Rub Club pick. I have not been told what that book is just yet that I've been assigned for this month, so I have no idea what it is, but I know I'm going to be reading it, so you'll have to just watch my reading vlogs or my June wrap-up to find out what that book is. That is all 10 books that I have for this month. Like I said, I want to read all of them, but we will see how it goes. I did read 10 books last month, but I do feel like these books are a lot bigger than last month's picks. So we're gonna see. I'm not holding myself too accountable because that's a lot. I need to slow down. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know in the comments if you have read any of these books, what you thought, or if you plan on reading them. If you enjoyed this video, please do not forget to give it a thumbs up. If you loved it and you want to see more bookish content from me, please hit that subscription button. And if you want to be notified as soon as my videos go live here on YouTube, hit the notification bell. I'll see you in my next one. Bye!